Guys around, tours the country. He's got shows all over. He plays Vegas. Headliner in his own right. He's closing out the show tonight. I'm going to come back up, but he's the headliner tonight. I'm introducing. Let's hear it for the very, very funny. You've seen him on TV. You're going to know the face as soon as you see him. Put your hands together for Mike Panzeca.
Let's hear it for all the other comics you've seen so far tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be here. I'm having a weird day. I went to a Hooters. Got a waiter. He's like, "Can I get you something?" Yeah, how about a fucking waitress? It's called Hooters, not Dooters. Oh, then I got a ticket in the mail. They didn't even pull me over. They just mailed a picture of my car going through a red light. So I took a picture of a check and mailed that in. See how they like it. I am really glad to be here. I was driving here from Fort Lauderdale and was enjoying the drive, and I started seeing cows, and then more cows, and I'm taking pictures, and I'm like, there's a lot of cows. I'm fucking lost. I am going the wrong way. I'm like, these people with the cows are not gonna like my jokes, so I was glad I was lost. So let's find out who's here so I know what to talk about. Do we have any Italians in the audience? Italians? All right. I'm going to do this for you guys. So I'm stabbing this guy. See? Italians love those stabbing jokes. How about Jews? Do you have any Jews in the house? Oh, so I'm suing this guy. Look at that, sitting up front, getting your money's worth. That's good. 1 drink, 5 straws. Okay. How about Polish? Where's my Polish people? Oh, great. Guy in the back facing the wrong way. That's all right. No, I'm actually half Italian and half Polish, which basically means if you mess with me, my father will visit your house, make an offer you can't understand. So. How about rednecks? We got any rednecks here? Oh, surprise, surprise. So I'm dating this sheep, and it's not working out. No, I love rednecks. Actually, last weekend I had to go to a redneck wedding. I walked in, everybody was sitting on the same side of the church. See the people that aren't laughing? They're like, I think they do the family tree in pencil. How about black people? Where's my black people? Welcome. I'm not stupid, you know. I had to put that in my show because black people kept saying, how come you don't make fun of us? I'm like, I'm not stupid, you know. But it would be funny if they complained. We would like to complain about the comedian. Why? He did not make fun of us. Well, what did he say? He said, welcome. But you know what he meant. How about gay people? Where's my gay people? In the closet. All right. Thanks for not coming out. Yeah, I'm a little tired tonight. I probably shouldn't tell you guys this, but I feel like I can trust you now. I was sleeping in bed with my girlfriend last night, and her husband would not stop snoring. Why do they call it sleeping with? Let's call it what it is. If you're in bed with somebody you like and you're still sleeping, you're what? Married, that's right. Where are my married people by applause? Married people. Yeah? How long you been married, sir? Don't look at her. Come on, Rain Man. 23. You hear the anger in his voice? She buy you that shirt? She loves you a great deal. She doesn't want anybody looking at you, I tell you right now. I've never been married, can you believe it? I just haven't met the right girl yet. I just haven't met anybody that I think looks really good behind the screen door while I sit in my car on Sunday and wait for my kids to come outside. But I've been studying you happily married people. I think I'm just gonna find somebody I can't stand and buy her a house. Save me a lot of time. And I've tried everything. I've tried dating younger women, older women. Here's one of the problems with a younger woman, though. Like, you're driving down the street in your car, song comes on the radio you think is good. So you're like, I really like Bob Dylan. Who? That's the worst feeling in the world. So I said, all right, well, let me date somebody my age or older. Maybe we'll have something in common. Now, the only problem with this is any woman my age or older who's still available has probably been through some shit. They tend to be a little pissed off. They got some issues. So let's see now, what are my choices here? Well, I could help somebody with their math homework, which I'm not good at, or get the crap beat out of me every day. But guys, I was thinking, women don't get like this by accident. Women get angry and bitter when men treat them badly. Am I right, ladies? Relax, guys. I'm just trying to get laid, too, okay? So, guys, can we work together as a team? If you have a woman in your life, could you please be really good to her? So by the time she gets to me, she won't be so pissed off. Think of the next guy. Don't be so selfish. No, I had to break up with my girlfriend. And she was Cuban, too. Any Cubans in here? I just want to know who Poppy is. Because when I find this son of a bitch, she was always talking about him at the worst times. Oh, Poppy, Poppy. Who the fuck is Poppy? She was always complaining, you know, blindfolds too tight. Ropes are cutting into her wrist. Then she started talking to her girlfriend, you know, they could screw things up. Somebody told her about orgasms. Just when I had her convinced they were bad for her health. I was in bed the other day giving it the old, you know, Panzeca push, I like to call it. She's getting into it. She's like, you could have anything you want, anything at all. Accidentally slipped and said I wanted her sister. They don't want honesty. Guys, when they start talking like that in the bedroom, just keep your mouth shut. You're not gonna get any of that. I just want to see how sick we really are. So then we made up. She got on this great outfit she got in the bed. She's like, come here, big boy, and do what you do best. So I went out, laid on the couch, and watched TV. I think the secret to a good relationship is secret. And women will say things to hurt a man's ego. They'll say stuff like, oh, I just want you to know I was faking. I'm like, so? Who cares? I wasn't, you know. Men fake whole relationships. Anybody can lay there and wiggle and make some noise for 15 minutes. Try keeping a smile on your face for 23 fucking years. That's faking. I don't know, man. To me, marriage is just a little bit too much like a hurricane, you know? In the beginning, there's a lot of blowing and sucking. And at the end, somebody loses a fucking house, so... Not looking forward to that. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Growing up, I had some problems. I don't mind telling you people. Mainly drugs and algebra. Yeah, kids today. Kids got everything. Kids got Facebook. We didn't have Facebook. We had yearbook. One profile picture your whole life. When we liked a girl, we couldn't text her or message her. We had to write on a piece of paper, "Do you like me?" With yes, no, and then there was a maybe I didn't know about. Then you had to learn fucking origami and fold it up and hand it off to 6 other guys. And when the note doesn't come back, you gotta switch schools because you're so embarrassed. No, we had to go to the roller rink. Remember the roller rink on Friday? Remember the guys that had their own skates, the black skates with the white wheels, and they were just like, that was not me. Remember the guys with the rental skates, the white skates with the red wheels? This guy, this fucking guy here? Yeah, that was me. And by the way, I didn't know that thing on the front was a brake, okay? I thought it was a spare wheel, all right? In case you break down halfway around or something. It was rough, man. There was a girl there. She skated there every Friday. I wanted to skate with her. My friends talked me into asking her. So I went in the bathroom. I combed my hair. This is an old joke, obviously. So, like combing your hair is gonna seal the deal. I roll up to her. I got no game, man. I roll up I'm like, "Would you like to skate with me?" And she just goes, "No." I was not prepared for no. My friends didn't tell me this could happen. So I'm just standing there waiting for her to let me off the hook. She doesn't let. So finally I'm like, "Could you just turn me and like push me over here?" Lesbian. It was rough, man. So I drove over from Fort Lauderdale. Where do you guys think the worst drivers are? I think the worst drivers are in Boca Raton. A lot of elderly people there. In fact, I sell bumper stickers there that say, "If you can't see my head, I can't see you. If my hair is blue, back off." But statistically, it's Miami. Miami has the worst drivers. And this did not help the reputation. This is a true story. A couple of years ago, the Miami Beach Patrol ran over a woman on the beach. Now, I don't mean to judge, but I would think the minimum requirement for being a beach patrol person would be something, do not run over the people, especially the ones on the beach. Imagine her when she woke up. "Wow, you guys got here pretty fast. My legs are killing me. What happened?" "Well, we ran over you, man." Don't you think they should have like an orientation? Throw some mannequins out there. The guy hits a mannequin, he don't get that job. Fort Lauderdale, they had a problem. A school bus driver hit a kid getting off the school bus. Again, I don't mean to judge, but I would think the minimum requirement for being a school bus driver would be something like, do not hit the children. Especially the ones getting off your bus. And I'm pretty sure the kid was just out there following instructions, looking both ways for what? Cars! I don't think mommy said nothing about this fucking bus. Did your mom say, "Watch out for the bus when you get off the bus"? No, the bus is supposed to help. Imagine you're getting off the bus, "Watch out for the bus." But he's okay, though. He's all right. Because he, like all kids today, apparently was wearing his helmet. All kids wear helmets now. If they were here now, they'd be wearing a little fucking comedy helmet, in case a joke kicks in late or something. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, the playground was made of concrete, steel, and gravel. And when you hit your head, you knew you hit your head. That's what kept us from doing it again. That was called learning. No, today they make them out of foam and rubber and plastic. Oh, and you got a helmet just in case. Just in case of what? My brother put me on the interstate on a bicycle, said good luck. You're supposed to get hurt as a kid. That's part of growing up. And I'm doing my part where I live. There's a little daycare center across the street from my house. These kids are out there all day long. All they do is play, play, play. Just run around playing. So I was cleaning out my closet the other day. I found a CD with some sound effects on it. One of them happens to be an ice cream truck. Crank that baby up, watch little kids run to the fence all day long. I just want them to know it's a hard world right from the beginning. I think we overprotect our kids in this country. I do. I think they're a little soft. And why do we protect them? They grow up, they become teenagers. What's the first thing they do? The whole body piercing and tattooing thing, which has gotten way out of hand. Anybody been to Starbucks lately? Apparently you had to be a freak to work in there. I went in there the other day, I thought a fucking Home Depot blew up in there. This kid behind the counter had everything in his face pierced you could possibly pierce. Shaved head, bolt sticking out, shower curtain right about here. I'm looking at him, I can't even eat now. And I'm like, you know what, do whatever you want to your face there, Sparky, all right? But then don't have the nerve look back at me with that, what the hell are you looking at, look on your face. You got a chain link fence hanging from your face, pal. I thought maybe he was epileptic, had a bad fishing trip or something. I bought him a staple gun for Christmas. It's unnatural to put metal in your head. I had braces, that's enough metal for me. And quit telling me how scary high schools are today. Every generation says schools are more scary than they used to be, yeah? How about when we were in high school? How about that metric system scare? Remember that? They told us the whole world was gonna be metric in like 10 years. Better study. What was that, 30, 40 years ago? That was a big lie. That's why they all became drug dealers. It's the only thing they could use it for. If somebody's laughing at that, don't hang out with them. So then we ended up with a drug problem in the United States back in the 80s, and we came up with this aggressive slogan, just say no to drugs. Look, people, if you're talking to drugs, it's too late. They're talking back, it's way too late. So then those kids get older, go to college. You guys remember college? Remember college? This is what I remember. See if you can figure this out right here. And apparently it's important to go to college, you know, so you can get a good job, make a lot of money. So when you retire, you can come down to Florida and walk down the beach like this. This is your financial future right there. That's another group of people starting to get on my nerves. We don't have any senior citizens in here now, do we? Good, let's talk about them a little bit. Some of them get a little too grumpy for my taste. And I think the reason they have that attitude is they think we won't hit them. Now, I'm not saying you should hit an old person, but maybe a little flick behind the ear every once in a while. You know, when they're moving slow. This could catch on. I can't go out tonight. My ears are fucking killing me. I can't. I was in Boca recently. I was in the parking lot. They all had these colored balls on their car antennas. Have you seen this? So I went up to the guy. I'm like, sir, excuse me, what is that for? That's so I know where my car is, young man. Really? Well, I think you people know how I spent my afternoon. Rearranging those things. Oh, that's a fun afternoon. Don't get me wrong, I can't wait to become senior citizen at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to Dunkin' Donuts, drive around and fuck up traffic all day long. It's not just them, it's everybody. People drive like crazy on the roads. People yell at each other in their cars. Why are you yelling? Nobody can hear you. I've noticed people are very brave in two places, in their cars and on Facebook. Get in an elevator, they will not make eye contact with you. And the police are giving out tickets left and right. Have you seen them out there in your neighborhoods hiding in the bushes with the radar gun? I'm like, be a man, stand in the street. So here's what I do on the weekends for fun. You guys might want to try this out. I drive around with a hairdryer in my car. I find me a long stretch of highway. I pull over, stick the hairdryer out the window, watch cars slow down. Very powerful feeling. You shoot the radar gun at me, I shoot the hairdryer right back at them. And whatever you do, do not have children in the car when getting a citation from an officer. This is a big day for the kids. They'll take full advantage of the situation, start talking to the officer uncontrollably from the back seat. We're so glad you pulled us over. We've been trying to tell them to slow down for years. And we want to go to school. We're hungry. My car's so old, I got manual airbags. It really sucks when you get in an accident, you gotta blow the bag up yourself. Tell your passenger, you might want to blow that up. I like when they come up to the car. You got to be respectful to the police, but I got a little problem with authority figures, believe it or not. They walk up to the car, they ask these questions, so I just give up and say whatever comes to my mind, which you could see might not be a good idea. They walk up, they're like, what seems to be the hurry? Well, I was trying to lose you, officer. Oh, you're a comedian. Can't even answer that question. Do you have any idea why I pulled you over? Yeah, so it won't be so windy while we talk. I like that one too, actually. Could I see your license and registration, please? I don't even have a license, officer. Could I see your registration? This ain't even my car. Saw one in the glove box when I put my gun in there. You want to see that one? Well, whose car is it? Lady in the trunk, I think. You got a lady? Yeah, could you wait right? He asked me to wait right there. He calls for backup. 17 police cars show up. Now the supervisor goes, sir, can we see your license and registration, please? Absolutely. Is there a problem, officer? Sir, do you have a gun in the glove box? What, are you kidding me? Well, do you have a body in the trunk? What are you, a comedian? Well, the other officer said you had a body in the trunk, glove box, no license or registration. Yeah, he probably told you I was speeding too. Can I go now? So I live in Fort Lauderdale, downtown. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's also very gay. Did not know that when I moved in there. But boy, can those guys landscape. Let me tell you something. They know how to fix up a house. But this is a true story. A couple of weeks ago, the mailman knocked on my door, which I thought was weird, because I have a mailbox. And that's what it's for. And he's like, Mr. Panzeca, here's your mail. I'm like, hey, thanks, I appreciate that. He goes, listen, while I have you here, I'm like, dude, I'm only here because you knocked on the door. It's not like this is destiny or anything. He says to me, do you ever watch adult films? I'm thinking, did I leave the shades open? Because I'm usually careful. I said, why? He goes, he takes one out of the bag. He's like, because I have one. I'm thinking, am I in this fucking video? Then he goes, hey man, you want to check it out? Homie wants to come in my house and watch this with me on my VCR. Yes, I have a VCR. I can fucking hear you. This is live. This isn't television. Mailman wants to fuck me. She's worried about my equipment. It's like, oh, he can fuck the mailman, but he needs to upgrade. Damn. So because I hesitate, I guess he got a little angry. He goes, why, would that be a problem or something? I said, you know what, my friend, come here a second. It is so weird that you picked my house, because I cannot tell you how long. It's been a huge fantasy of mine for the mailman to come over my house in the middle of the afternoon and watch pornography on the VCR. I'm sorry, I can't today, though. I got to get ready. The UPS guy's going to be here in a little while. It's a true story. So the same night I was in 7-Eleven around midnight. I don't mean to judge. My job as a comedian is to observe and report on stage. The guy in front of me is purchasing a banana and Vaseline. Now, I don't mean to judge, but I'm just saying this is not the kind of thing you're just sitting around late at night watching television, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, maybe I need to get a banana and some Vaseline. The mailman's coming over tomorrow. So I went out in my car. My girlfriend could see I was upset. She goes, what's wrong? I said, what's wrong? The guy in front of me was purchasing a banana and Vaseline. She goes, oh my God, what did you do? I said, what do you think I did? I bought my condoms and doggy treats and got the hell out of there. So what do you guys like to do for fun? You guys like to go to strip clubs? No. Yeah? I think they're a waste of time. My friends try to get me to go all the time. They're like, come on, man, we're going to have a good time. Really? Let me get this straight now. Me, you, and the boys are all going to go down to this place, look at all these beautiful women that we cannot touch or have. At the end of the night, we're going to be in the parking lot with each other. Drunk, horny, and broke. Isn't this homosexuality got started in the first place? How about hunting? Anybody like to hunt? Yeah. My friends try to tell me to go. They tell me it's a sport, okay? It's not a sport. You know how I know this? A sport is when everybody involved knows they're involved. The deer have no fucking idea. How would they like it if a bunch of deer showed up at their house on Sunday around 1 o'clock with little vests on? There's lamps and chairs and couches painted on the side of it for camouflage. Walking through their living room. How about fishing? Anybody like to go fishing? Oh, yeah, sure. How would you like to walk into a 7-Eleven, grab a candy bar off the shelf, get yanked through the fucking ceiling? Just because they're hungry. Oh, sure, laugh it up. Maybe sometimes they throw you back into the 7-Eleven. Your friends don't even believe you. Think of the fish, talking to his little fish friends. I was having a pretty good day. Then I got yanked out of the water in a boat with some rednecks. Then they threw me back. Now you got a fish with a sore lip and low self-esteem. What is his future? He's gonna need therapy. That's awesome, man. So you guys having a good time? You're enjoying yourselves? You guys are awesome, man. This is a great crowd, really. I was hoping to get laid tonight, but from the looks of this crowd, I'd be happy to get adopted. But anyway, so. Oh, shit, did I say that out loud? So before I'm going to get out of here pretty soon, but before I go, I just want to give you a little tip. I see you guys are drinking and all that. That's good. Drink and party, have a good time. Just don't drink and drive, okay? If you feel as though you had too much to drink, just do what I do. Walk to a Domino's, order a pizza, ride home with that guy. You should be home in 30 minutes or less with a pizza. But no, a few weeks ago I was in New York. I was asking people what they do for a living. And this one guy in the front row, he said he was a major crouton distributor. Major, he said that. And I'm not making fun of his job, you know, I wanted to be a doctor. But my parents wanted me to be a stand-up comedian, so. And the next guy sitting next to him, he's all dressed up. I said, sir, what do you do? He says, yeah, I work at Chuck E. Cheese. So we laughed like we should. But then he goes, no, I am Chucky. Like we would have more respect. But my favorite of all time, guy in the front row, sir, what do you do for a living? Hands me a business card. On the card, it said, dog ophthalmologist. I'm like, what the hell? How in the hell can you tell if a dog can't see good? What does he do? Start licking your balls? Now, this actually happened to me one time. My dog started doing that. And after a couple hours, I started thinking, you might need glasses, little fella. But not tonight. The mailman's coming over too. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Thank you very much. I'm Michael Panzeca. Have a good night.